black lawyers, doctors, businessmen, and women, blacks, that you listening. Yeah, making a change, taking the stand, bringing awareness to those who don't understand. Black people, we know black people. Yeah, black people, we know black people. Black people, we know black people. Black people, we know. You are now rocking with the BRI. You are now rocking with the BRI.
Once again, welcome everybody to the BRI, which is the Black Research Institute, and our limit is the sky. See, I try to merge entertainment with information, and the icing on the cake is the dope conversation. Ain't no time for the faking, debating, or the hating. I'm trying to hip you all to the moves they be making. They all struggle, but still find a way to make a way. Fight back, count stacks, stay black all day. So I seek to supply you all with inspiration, with information to remedy your present situation. By showing you examples of black royalty, and you never have to question my intent of loyalty, moving forward with the strength that's supremely kinetic, with confident, with black, with unapologetic. Instilling self-love is what really we hope. No doubt about it, black people, we dope. Yeah, we are dope. And tonight we got another dope segment for you. It's part 2. Well, not really part 2. More like session 2 to the I had a conversation with one of the presenter today, and it's not a battle. It's more like a competitive listening party. You know what I mean? So, and those of you who you know, like either one of these artists, then you need to come out because you're gonna get your food. You need to go because you're gonna get your fill. So, this Saturday coming up, there will be a battle or a competitive listening party between two icons in hip hop, Tupac and the Notorious BIG. And I'm about to introduce you, when I come back from the second segment, to the brother and the other brother who is responsible for bringing this to you, this classic to you again. So when we come back, we're going to introduce those two brothers.
What's good, everybody? It's your girl, Masterpiece, and you can follow me on Facebook. No, that sounded weird. What's good, everybody? I am Masterpiece, and you can follow me on Facebook or Instagram, Masterpiece Poet. But right now, you're tuned in to the BRI, Black Research Institute, with niggas. Niggas? How you want to say niggas? Is it niggas? Niggas? What's good, everybody? It's your girl, Masterpiece, and you can follow me on Facebook or Instagram. That's Masterpiece Poet. But right now, you are tuned in to the BRI, Black Research Institute, with niggas Norris Wilson. Tune in.
I am DJ Tony Cutlass, owner of Standing Ovation Entertainment and Ideal Weddings with DJ Tony Cutlass. You can find me at facebook.com/Tony L. Goings, or on Instagram at Instagram.com/DJ Tony Cutlass. But right now, you are tuned into the BRI, Black Research Institute, with the niggas, Notorious Wilson.
You deserve a standing ovation.
After a long, hard day of working hard and paying bills, all you wanna do now is go home and just chill. So you stop by the store on your way to the crib. Yeah, you know the deal. It's about to get real at the house. Pour a drink, grab a stick and a torch. You're heading to the man cave, living room or porch. One thing left to do when you getting home from work. So you grab an Enterprise like your name was Captain Kirk. Premium tobacco with a premium blend, with a premium taste from beginning to the end. Exclusively sold, hand wrapped loose. so mellow flow, got you blowing like a tree. With every inhale, yo, the stress is just decreased. And with every exhale, yo, the stress is just released. When the smoke is in the air, the euphoria increase. Enterprise cigar in my hand, I'm at peace. Perfection is the standard. And we're back. So, hold on. I got to do something. There we go. There we go. So this is what we're doing. You got the two brothers that were responsible for bringing you the Prince versus Michael Jackson competitive listening party. And they're back with another classic competitive listening party when two icons and two giants in hip hop face off, which are Tupac and the Notorious BIG. So without further ado, let me introduce you to the brother who is going to be representing the Notorious BIG, and he goes by no other than DJ Taz Infinite.
Baby. B-I-G, G-I.
Hey, you got like, it ain't gonna be easy.
It ain't gonna be easy. I have to admit that I am a huge Pac fan. So the same with the Prince and the Mike. I didn't have any doubts. Like I felt like Prince was gonna hold his own. And if you have got the aftermath of that, I was right about that too, by the way. But I ain't gonna push it. But I feel the same way about this Big and Pac. Love Pac. But for what this versus is, for what versus actually stands for, it's not going to be hard, but it's going to get done though. It's going to get done.
And the brother that's responsible for bringing it on, none other than the world-renowned, I guess, Cleveland County icon, DJ Tony Cutlass.
You.
Yo, what's up, everybody? My hat to the back.
Nah, where your bandana? Where your bandana at?
Yeah, no doubt. Let me turn this thing to the back. You know, have that thing hanging to the side. What's up, fellas?
As I told Infy, you got a hard thing coming to you. Like Saturday, it ain't gonna be easy trying to dispose of Biggie.
Right. Yeah, you know, Biggie, you know, and many people's top four, you know, Biggie is a part of that top four.
As well as Pac.
Tupac. But I feel like Pac is too, but when it comes to the four, some people going to go Biggie over Pac, Jay-Z, Nas, whoever, especially the Northeasterners. You know, salute to y'all. We know y'all biased, but whatever. You know, so it's hey, and the thing is, you know, I'm a Pop fan first, obviously, but once I decided to study Biggie, I was just like, my God, this dude is such a giant.
Yeah, but you know what I look at? I look at Biggie and Pac as like those Kenyans that can just run, right? Like they just can run. Not every Kenyan can do that though, but there's some that can just run, right? And I look at Biggie and Pac as those Kenyans that can just run, right? Like you know, you got some artists that they ride a wave that they have. It's a wave. And you have some artists that create their own wave and surf it all the way out, right? Like, and that's what I believe, you know, Pac and Biggie did. Because it's crazy that y'all doing this because they both broke into mainstream attention the exact same way. Biggie broke into that with the Mary J. Supercat song, really.
Dolly.
And Tupac really broke into mainstream with Diggable Planets.
Same song.
Brown.
Digital Underground. Now, the crazy thing about it is both of them, their lyrics didn't even go with the song at all. Like, Pac's lyrics for Same Song didn't go with Same Song. Biggie's lyrics for Dolly Baby didn't go with I can't take it no. It was almost like, look, man, this song is hot. Y'all need to get on this track just to get out there.
Right.
So,
and both of them knew it was their introduction. So regardless, I ain't trying to be on topic of what you're talking about. I just got to give you a hot verse as an introduction to my career. You know?
Right. So, Chad, why do you think that Biggie will, I ain't gonna say win, but have
win. Say win. Yeah, say it.
Okay. I just said, why do you think Pac will win?
Oh, I thought you said how Biggie will win. I don't think Pac will win, but I think
win. I'm sorry, because y'all confusing me. How big?
And now with all this, I gotta stress. I love Pac, but at the end of the day, Pac fans may not want to admit it, and that's cool. I mean, Pac fans. I'm a Pac fan when I'm not a Pac fan. They may not want to admit it, but Pac is just a polarizing figure. He is bigger than the name, damn near, and a lot of it actually is more than music. You know what I'm saying? It's the myth of Pac shooting at police, taking 5 shots, getting in the ambulance with his middle finger stuck up. Like, it's the image of Pac. Juice, you know what I mean? Bishop, it's the image, and sometimes it overrides the music. When we're talking about this versus, the same way Tony said he had to study Biggie, I've had to study Pac, and what I've really come to the conclusion of is Pac has a lot of good music. A whole lot of good music. I'm stressing good music. Versus is 20 bangers. And I ain't found 20 that he got. Biggie wasn't here long, but I'm going to tell you what that man gave you while he was here. Plenty of bangers. I got 20 knock your head off, no take this round off bangers. And I don't think Pac got that. I just don't. But he got 20 good songs. Not taken from him. He got 20 good songs.
All right, Tony, I'm asking you the same question. Why do you think Pac will win?
Same reason why I knew that Michael Jackson was gonna win. You know what I'm saying?
But did he?
Well, if you're talking about the crowd reaction to the music,
that's where it is.
Yeah, but not really. No. And actually, I love the fan base, because people go respond to music because they feel music. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I intentionally played like young Michael Jackson music to prove that grown up Prince couldn't handle young Mike. But anyway, when it comes, I like the energy. I like
Diddy, you should. I wish you was there.
When Prince was tuning his ukulele, you know what I'm saying, Michael Jackson had already sold millions of albums. So, you know,
but when he got that ukulele tune,
right, it was over. Yeah, like
we talking about Mike and Prince.
I know. You're right.
Right. So to answer the question, I had to start it off that way because I love the energy, which is why I'm particularly glad that, you know, Chad is, you know, the one who's, you know, taking on these other iconic artists for every verses that we do, because I know that he gonna bring a true competitive nature, which is what we're supposed to do. Like, it would not be entertaining and fulfilling for the people that we're asking to give us 4 hours of their lives if we didn't make it a battle. So it is a battle in the sense of putting song for each round, but ultimately the main focus is to celebrate both of their music. Now, back to talk Tupac and why I think that he's gonna win. I think he's gonna win because, yeah, the movies had impact. Yeah, you know, the things that he went through, you know, police and going to prison and all that stuff had impact. But I also believe that Tupac is gonna win because he lives up to his image. His shortcomings or whatever, or the movies, none of them was bigger than the music. None of that was bigger than the music. And why do I say that? Well, for one, he never received an Oscar, an Emmy, or anything else for Juice or for Poetic Justice, and the list goes on. You know, it's the fact that the impact of his music and the fact that colleges and universities, Berkeley University, California, Boston University, even Harvard, just to name a few, studied his music, studied his poetic style. So yeah, Tupac may not have had the cadence and the melody of a Big, but he rapped from his gut, and that's what made everybody love him. So this music, and also the fact that Tupac covered like a tremendous amount more topics than Biggie did. Biggie go give you dope rap or party rap or rap about a girl or dress up with some clothes, money, and jewelry, which is everything Tupac told him to do. Because he didn't rap like that doing party and bullshit. Pac told him what to do.
I disagree with that, but I do agree I do agree with he did get a lot of influence from Tupac. Like that's no argument. I think that's kind of like factual. Like I don't think that's something to argue. But I gotta say this. You brought up the colleges and stuff. And the same way when we was doing the Mike and the Prince, you brought up people in Beijing and different parts of the world. All that's great. That's a beautiful thing. If I went to that college and you say Berkeley,
don't do it.
No, if I went to college, that'd be dope. But that has nothing at all to do with Legacy Event Center. Nothing to do with Legacy Event Center.
Those are the reasons people love Pac.
I mean, the reason that they love him is fine. That's cool. But this is a versus. This has nothing to do with any colleges, has nothing to do with any other countries. This has to do with 20 bangers versus 20 bangers. And that at the end of the day, that's where it lies. 20 and 20. And I'm gonna tell you, Pac may have 2,000 songs to Biggie's 75. But out of that 75, 20 of them is gonna blow your head off. And that's what versus is all about. He may not be at no school. They may not be teaching nothing about Biggie at a school, but he gonna get some lessons on June 30th. July 30th. He gonna get some lessons on how to make a hit. And this is what it's about. Hits. He has 20 hits. I'm gonna tell you, I calculate mine. I actually got 35 that will knock you out. Like 35, I'm ready for.
All right. Well, let me do this to make it fair. You play your 35 against my 20.
No, I ain't got it. There's no need to do that. I'm gonna do you 20 and 20. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, I'm gonna just close my eyes and point one, and it's gonna knock out whatever you play.
But see,
I'm gonna tell you, this is how I got it scored in my head already. I got it scored 7-13. That's what I got it scored.
That's what I had.
On your way, on your end though.
Yeah, I had it. It's good. Hey, great
and
mind.
I'm just being modest.
Great mind speaker. I'm definitely being modest. Like for real.
I was being
like,
modest.
Yeah, I'm definitely being modest. There are some, some.
Hold on. This is what I want to tell y'all, right? Because y'all talking, right? And I'm listening to what y'all saying, and it's like Chad is talking about bangers.
That's all it's about.
Right, but Tony, you're talking about impact. Chad's talking about bangers. I think
Pac definitely has more impact. Let me say that. Let me stress that. Pac 100% has more impact, but that's not what this is about. So not what it's about.
this is what I'm saying. So the reason why I say, Tony, I may think it may be hard for you is because all of those bangers that he talks about that Biggie made, you dance to.
And this is going on at Legacy Event Center / a club.
Every single one of them you dance to. Every single one. Whereas with Pop, you got something you dance to, but more so you trying to listen to what he's saying and what he's talking about.
And everybody ain't wanting to come sit Indian style on the floor and listen to him drop knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And I love it when I'm riding. I love it when I'm with my fellas. But at the club, we ain't want to hear that.
Though I say that, but that's not to say like you're gonna play 20 songs and all your songs gonna hit and only 8 or 13 no, it's gonna be close because Tupac got some hits too.
Tupac got some good songs.
He got hits.
Tupac got some good songs.
Okay.
Tupac, some very good songs. Some are very good songs. But I one or two I give you over good or over very good.
Okay.
But 20 bangers he doesn't have.
Tony, this is your question. Which one had the best-selling album?
The best-selling album? All Eyes on Me.
Now, is that because it was a double album or
he just got out of prison?
Okay.
He was in prison when he dropped Me Against the World.
Hey, now I'm glad you said that. Real quick, let me say that. That's why I'm telling you the image overrides the music, because he didn't become Pop until, like the same way you talking about Biggie didn't start doing this until he got with Pac. Pac didn't become who he was until Suge put that battery in his back. Until Suge went to the prison and said, hey, I'm going to get you out of here, boss, under one condition. And once he signed that paper, however they done their deal, the whole thing was you bombing on everybody. Pac didn't want to have the beats that he was having. That was the battery in his back. He had a battery put in his back, and that's when he became Pac. That's when everybody loved him. And the real Pac didn't show until Bishop. Like Bishop on Juice. But these are all things that had nothing to do with the music. It was the impact of this man and who he was. And then when it did have something to do with the music, it was all because he was bombing on people. It wasn't that he was making bangers. He was bombing on people. And we love to hear that. Hit them up. Like, we love to hear it. And that's just what it is. It had nothing to do with the music, had nothing to do with the rhymes, had nothing to do with the beats. It had all to do with he came out bombing and people loved it.
Well, here's the deal. When you talk about Suge putting a battery in his back, like Tupac, unlike Biggie, didn't need nobody that he worked with. We know from interviews that Tupac said, let me go in here and lay this down. You could bring them producers and engineers in later. Let me lay the song down. Let them niggas work. I'm not trying to wait on them niggas. I'm trying to get this music out. Now, Tupac did not need that.
That's a fact.
The thing about it when it comes to Suge, just to give a little more clarity to what you were saying, Suge Knight paid Tupac like $100,000 for a song on the Murder Was the Case album with Tupac, with Snoop Dogg. They didn't even use the song. So Suge had been on Tupac prior to just him. Okay, he in jail. Suge go be the one to put the money up, get him out, and the deal is you go come out, rap on death row, and bomb on everybody. Now it goes, it's further and deeper than that. That's not when it first began. You know what I'm saying? But again, you know, Tupac and his impact, that's what makes him, in my opinion, the greater MC. Like, I can remember working down. Now, I know this ain't what the ladies ain't gonna be listening lyrically and this, that, and the third, but he was just so loved and adored. I remember working down at DuPont, Polygram, and we was running the All Eyes on Me disc. and a lady had the on the inside of the jewel case all the information. She was sitting down in the chair and had it laid down in front of her, with Pac, like, and she was just looking at the picture of him and was crying at work. Like Impact, he made you love him because he was like, well, I don't want to just, make you dance and rap about street stuff. I want to talk about life as a whole. Like, he was a complete rapper and MC because whatever he talked about, he knew what he was saying and he knew how to deliver what he was saying. And so, yeah, if you want to dance and party, I get it. But life as a whole, is life a party? Don't we got to talk about all aspects of women, the good and the bad? Don't we have to talk about our homies and the true relationship for whenever my homie calls or holler if you hear me? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't we got to talk about it all, to be well-rounded? So, yeah, that's why I think Pac was he's just the greatest one, in my opinion.
Now, you just said two things that actually prove everything I was saying. For one, the girl was crying over his picture. Had nothing to do with his music. She's crying over the picture of, this is Tupac. Pac was just a image. Pac, the women that love Pac probably can't name you 5 songs other than I Get Around and Hit 'Em Up. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know Pac. They just love that man. He's handsome.
Women know Tupac music, yo. Yeah.
I don't think so. And two, yeah, like, we do want to, when my homies call and want to hear about Brenda's got a baby. No, life ain't a party and things like that. But it's going to be a party July 30th. And I hear All Eyes on Me somewhere in my ear. I don't know who played it, I hear it. But when I hear All Eyes on Me, I'm going to tell you what I really hear. Street dreams are made of these. That's what I really hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, taking the two together, I like Nas is better, but that's a different subject.
That comes from Brian. I get part of a classic album.
Yeah. But no, that's what that is. So July 30th is it's a party. So all the other the knowledge and the homies and all that, it's gonna be tough for that to work on July 30th. It's gonna be tough. Versus is just what you're expecting out of Versus isn't what Tupac is. But now, if we just want to sit and drop knowledge and talk about knowledge behind the rhymes and things like that, it may be a different.
Well, first of all,
a different outcome.
Right. But first of all, without me naming songs, and you would be DJ, I'm a DJ, right, and continue to an MC too. You already know that Biggie wasn't built for no war. Don't do that. Okay?
MCing? Or you talking about like real street life?
We're talking about real war general type stuff.
So this ain't in the studio.
Delegating, setting things in order and saying this is what the play gonna be. We about to handle this. I'm not talking about who's a lyrical miracle driving in an Imperial, eating cereal and all. Do you hear me though? I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about
actually hot. Is that something? Did you just come on?
I'm just saying.
No, I'm for real. It was kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. It was kind of dope. You know what I'm saying?
That was dope. I was like, okay.
Right. I'm just giving credit where it's due.
Oh, wow. But no, I'm talking about, Pac get real, he get gut punches. He say a lot of ooh type stuff like, ouch. Biggie just, that was masterful. You hear the cadence and the melody and how many words that he rhymed with the word seek, weak, meek, leak, and all.
But that's what's going to win Versus. You can't play Hit 'Em Up 20 times.
Huh?
You can't play Hit 'Em Up 20 times. So
Hit 'Em Up ain't my trump card.
It's all about war for Pac. You know what I'm saying? This is the music. This is music. So the lyrics that you trying to clown is what's really going to be the W. You know what I'm saying?
But
the lyrics, the beats behind
that want to be rappers,
the cadence, the flow of a good made song, song that's put together well, has nothing to do with saying F you to every MC out there. It has nothing to do with it. After a while, that get old.
No, not really, no. Because you got to say it a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? Faith come by hearing. So he needed to make sure that they believed him when he was saying what he was saying. That's why he said it the way he said it. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't believe it.
Huh?
He didn't believe it.
He didn't believe
that was a battery in his back. All that talk that he was talking, and I love Pac. I love Pac, and I'm saying it as a lover of Pac. I'm still gonna say that. That was the battery in his back.
Well,
if you remember that, do you remember that Vibe interview where he had the glass, he got the little educated glasses on, and it's in the black and white, and he in prison, and he actually talking about turning over a new leaf. That's before Pac and Suge had their jail visit.
No.
Once Suge drove away from that prison, he became a different Pac because this man done paid for me. He done put this battery in my back. So Chino XL, F you too. Mobb Deep, ain't you? Don't one of you got sickle cell or something? That's Suge.
Time out.
I beg you. Nah. I gotta change.
Hold on, Tony.
I beg to differ because when you just said that you're a Pac fan, you let me know right there that you are just a Pac fan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like so that being just a Pac fan lets me know that the study really wasn't there. Like you know Pac, but you don't know Pac. Like for you to say what you said proves that. Because
what did I say wrong?
Because Suge Knight wasn't nowhere to be found on the Strictly For My Niggas album. So what I would say,
that's a fact.
Then what I would say is that you might want to go back and listen to that again. You might want to listen to Point the Finger. You might want to listen to Streets is Death Row again and hear what he was saying again. I'm telling you, man.
Who did he name call and help me out? Because I like Strictly For my niggas. Who did he call out on Strictly For My Niggas?
Go back and
I'm asking you
for yourself.
No. Now to prove your point in front of everybody watching this, help me out. And help the other people. Don't make everybody go search. Who did he call out on Strictly For My Niggas?
Because that
not
album
just talking junk. I don't mean just talking junk.
I get it, but what I'm saying is that album been out for damn near 30 years.
One of my favorites.
Right.
I didn't hear no names though, so I'm saying maybe I missed one.
And what I'm saying to you is, where he's saying what he's saying in the songs that I'm naming, you hear the position that he coming from. It wasn't about, at that time, Biggie was screaming Thug Life and F Brooklyn. That's what was going on.
I didn't hear that. So you gotta let me know the song that he said.
That came from Tupac. That came from Tupac when Tupac talked about how
Tupac was just talking. Don't do that now, Tone. Don't do that, boss. Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Here's the deal. So he was just talking when he took those charges, those gun charges, when who was the group, Junior Mafia and Biggie and them left all their guns in his hotel room and he didn't snitch. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't just talking. He wasn't just talking when he was paying for them niggas to be able to get on the subway to go home because they were young.
There is no argument that they love Pac. They looked at Pac in a whole different light. What does that have to do with your 20?
I haven't made my point. That has nothing to do with the point I was making.
Okay, I'm a hush.
In a minute. But the point that I'm making is when you said that Tupac was in jail, Vibe interview, glasses, and he talked about changing the game.
That's a fact.
He was wanting to change the game. He was actually going to retire until he started hearing those very ones that he took a gun charge for and the very ones that he put money up for, spending bread on them little dudes because they the little homies, and now they're trying to diss them on the record. So
what
that's
record? What record?
The vengeance.
What
record?
Like
they was ungrateful.
No, I'm asking you, what record are you talking about? Because
hold on.
Who Shot You had nothing to do with Pac. Who Shot You was actually done before somebody shot him. So what record made him say, "Oh, they talking about me, I'm about to come out"? No record. What made him come out with a battery put in his back by Suge? Nobody was coming at Pac. Nobody had a problem with that man. Nobody. Everybody that he named and hit him up at the end, none of them is thinking about Pac. All this was the battery. All of it. Nobody was calling that man out. Nobody was calling that man out.
I have a song where they was talking about Pac.
What song?
Hold on, man. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Go ahead.
So both of y'all are saying some things about Pac and Suge Knight that I think I need to clear up. So first of all, Pac was never signed to Death Row. never ever signed to Death Row. He was signed to Interscope. Interscope is the one that paid Pac to get out of jail, not Suge.
Jimmy Iovine didn't go. Jimmy Iovine wasn't a representative. Look, at the end of the day, the things that y'all were talking about has nothing to do with these 20 bangers I'm about to put on this man. Like all that stuff may be true. All of that may be true. Some of the stuff may be false. Some of it may be rumors. But I'm gonna tell you what, I got 20.
So listen,
I got 20.
So you call it a battery in his back.
Yes.
But Tupac said after he got out of jail and that stuff with Biggie, he said he had called Biggie and told Biggie, man, I'm just trying to sell records. That's what he told Biggie. I'm just trying to sell records.
So that don't sound like a battery?
No, it don't sound like a battery. What he's saying is, look, man, controversy sells.
No. I disagree. I
hope you disagree, because what he's saying is actually what I'm saying.
But I disagree. Why I disagree is because the whole time when Tupac was in prison, after he had gotten shot and showed up at the studio, and they got this look of surprise on their face, and he like not realizing the damage that he done really took, and they so surprised and everything, he ends up going to prison. And of course, the streets and the streets that communicate with inmates, you know what I'm saying? Those inmates is telling Pop like, damn, everybody know who it was that shot you. You know what I'm saying? And the whole time he reaching out to Biggie was like, yo, man, what's up? And Big is like, yeah, man, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna get at you. And I'm gonna let you know. And woo, woo, woo. And Pop was like, just say who it is. Who was it? And he never would. So that's why Pop's venom and vengeance was so great towards him, because he knew who it was. He knew that they knew who was behind him getting shot. You know what I'm saying?
He knew who was behind him getting shot.
Well, him and them, because because those boys at the time had all the New York rappers under their control. But Pop went against the grain on that note. So, of course, they wanted to rob Pop to teach him a lesson and humble him. But instead of him just gearing it up at gunpoint, he didn't do it. And he ended up getting shot as a result. And he knew that based on what had circulated back to him and based on what Biggie was communicating to him, that they knew who it was the whole time. Why you just ain't saying who it was?
He knew it wasn't Biggie. He knew who it was, and he knew it wasn't Biggie. He knew it wasn't Biggie. See, that's the thing where I was talking about earlier. All that has nothing at all to do with music. It's just the man. It's the man, the myth, the legend. That's who Pac is. Pac is a bigger image than he is an artist. So we're gonna have to talk about the getting shot and the being in prison and who did this and the battery in the back. All I know, and I can't stress it enough, Biggie got 20 bangers for this verse. That's all I know. That's all I know. All the other stuff they done made movies, they done made books, they done documentaries. I don't know. Some is true, some is false. But what's the fact is I got 20.
I got a question for both of y'all. Take away Dre.
I don't know that.
Take away Dre. And take away the Hit Squad. Lyrically, who's better?
I'll let him answer that. I don't even think that's a question.
Take away Dre and the Hit Squad. I mean, Dre wasn't a writer.
I guess he mean what the
because both of
influence.
them had dope ass tracks. All their tracks were, the music was always on point. Right? The music was always on point, and that was because of Dre, and at Death Row, and that was because of the Hit Squad at Bad Boy. Right? So if you take away them two from them, like if you had to listen to either artist without any music, who would you listen to?
I'm gonna still listen to Tupac because he rapped from his gut. He mean everything he say. It's coming from a real place. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my preference. That don't mean that in the eyes of the masses, he better, this, that, the third. You asked me, so I'm gonna give you my preference. Why? Because I feel like I understand or could be more relatable to the personality of Tupac more so than Big.
But how do you feel when you listen to Pac? Like
that's what I'm saying. The music, his words move. And since we all came from a woman, got a game from a woman, and a name from a woman, I wonder why we take from a woman, why we rape our women. Do we hate our women? I think it's time we heal our women. Come on, man.
No, hey,
we can't relate to that.
Now, what he's saying, I gotta agree with. That's what I do like about Pac, is he say his words are something that you can feel. You know what I mean? Like something that you can relate to. I respect that. That's why I do like
Pac. I can relate to Biggie, fat, black, ugly as ever. However, I stay Gucci. I can relate like Biggie got some slick stuff too. Like it's like the wordplay is slick on both sides. You know what I mean? Whereas with Biggie, I think Tupac had the advantage over Biggie in that he lived on the East Coast for a time and he lived on the West Coast for a while. Right? Like so his style could merge in between the two, right? Biggie was strictly East Coast, right? And he didn't try to do nothing else. So like it's gonna be hard. I think it's gonna boil down to who the people like resonate with, right? Like because he can.
But hey, look, apparently not, because the people resonated to Prince, but apparently that wasn't what was determined the victory. You know what I mean? I thought I walked out of there. I thought I walked out of there with the belt. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? I thought I walked out with the belt with my theme music playing on the way out. But I guess I was wrong. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say something that you said though. I think you talked about, you know, Pac being more of the impact than an artist, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I actually think the Michael Jackson and the Prince thing, this is just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion was, I mean, just the stigma behind Michael Jackson's life at the latter end of it, right?
100%.
Right. Maybe kept people, you know,
100%.
You know, the stigma of that, right? And Prince didn't have the stigma. Prince was only stigma Prince had was
with the music
for women. And no, Prince, listen, musically, I'm just gonna say this. Musically, if put it this way, if I had 2 CDs, a Prince CD, Prince best CD, and Michael Jackson's best CD, and I just want to play the instrumentals, I'm playing Michael Jackson. If I just want to play the instrumentals, not the singing, just the instrumentals, because I think it's more, for me, it's less trouble, right? Like it's
yeah. You spoke on that the last time too, though.
If it was up to me, I would rather listen to if it came down to the acapellas, I would rather listen to Michael Jackson, because Michael Jackson's voice was better than any instrument that Prince played.
Well, look, I already done got that win. So we gonna go to this part.
Last Michael Jackson Prince reference, and then, you know, I would like to move on. But I let you off the hook. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank you.
Not just the battle within itself, but when you played Morris Day and the Time, The Bird, Jungle Love, whatever. Well, in just for either song, Prince didn't produce neither one of them. So,
go back to the Times album and flip it over.
Okay.
And with all of the written, produced, directed, flip the album cover back over.
We'll do it right now.
Let's do it right now.
Y'all can go ahead and talk. I'll be back.
We ain't doing that.
Hey, and you know what? Hey, you can take The Bird. Take that as one of yours, and you still lost. You know what I'm saying? Remove that one, and you still lost.
So let me explain this then. So me and you never had this type of a conversation. So we're gonna have it right here, right now, for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
My mindset behind the verses, I know ultimately we celebrating two iconic, like we put them against each other and we celebrating the music. My thing of it was, it's never based on what the crowd does, because the world has already made a decision since 1966.
And see, I don't do that. That's why I spoke on that the last time.
Okay,
You was talking about people in Beijing and all that. That has nothing to do with that room.
The perspective is the impact of the music, the song, the artistry of the song, the layout of the entire song, and everything. Like, I'm not just playing the song waiting on the people to do something when they hear it. Because I know they not, who go dance to Never Can Say Goodbye? But give me a beautiful song that you can count and never can say goodbye with.
You're missing the whole layout of what verses stand for.
No,
because if that's the case,
my own vision.
Hey, listen, because if that's the case, I could have played Ballad of Dorothy Parker, Starfish and Coffee. There are so many other songs that I could have played. Verses ain't about how beautiful the arrangement is and how this lays out. It's about 20 bangers.
Ain't about that. DJ Tony Cutlass versus is.
And that's why you losing, because your whole layout, hey, when them people coming in, they're not like, oh, that song had a verse. Do you hear the bridge? Oh, they're not listening to that. You want to know what they're listening to? They're listening for BIG, POPPA, no info for the DEA. That's what they're listening for. So if you're trying to put something, if you think Dear Mama is going to beat something that you throw out just because it was about somebody who gave their kid up, you're going to lose. You can win in your mind. You can go home and feel like you won in your mind, but everybody that leaves that club is like, Tony got 8.
Well, one thing about it, put Tupac music up. It ain't my music. I'm repping Tupac. You know what I'm saying? But when everybody
please do that.
When everybody leave that club and be like, that event was doper than the motherfucker, they gonna leave saying that Tony won.
Please keep that in that same energy. The way that you're looking at verses, please keep that same energy.
Yes,
keep that same energy.
Sure.
That's what I want.
Go ahead.
Listen. I want you to play the in-depth part, the part that had the string, that had the strings and the chords that y'all really don't understand. But these strings were so beautiful. Y'all may not get it, but I'm playing this because you gotta please keep that same. And that 13-3 is about to be 18-2. Like, do that.
Oh, call it what you want.
I love it. I love it. And you can say you won at the end. You can say you won at the end.
Hey, listen. You know what body of music Pac come with? You was a Pac fan, not a Pac. But that Pac fan lets you know enough, like it put that little quiver in your stomach when you know certain songs coming. You know, you can act the part all you want.
Oh, no. That's why
listen, Pac come.
100%. That's why I said 13-7. I already got 7 and I'm like, no, that's a banger. I can't front on that. Okay, that one. No, that's a banger. No, I can't front. I'm gonna just have to play something so I don't get knocked down in that round. Like, even if I lose, they gotta be one of them to where it's gonna be a decision round. I can't never get knocked down. He got some that's gonna be so hard that I gotta just play something to not get knocked down. I'm not saying that. I understand that. But actually listening to you, I'm having a different change of mind. I thought you caught it. I thought you caught on. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, Deanie, I'm gonna tell you something that happened at the last verses. It had to be around 15, 16. And I hate that I can't remember the song, but he may remember the moment. But the song had brought people out that he played. It was a Michael Jackson song. Mm-hmm. And it come off the wall. And if you remember, the last time I kept saying off the wall, off the wall, off the wall. Do you remember that? So he played a big off the wall song. And when it went off, I said, you should have played that 10 songs ago.
Right.
You know what I mean? You remember that song? And and he was like, you can't tell me how to play mine.
Right.
And I can't. But having this conversation lets me know that 13-7 is about to change. Your verses is for you. My verses is for the people that's coming. So I want you to win in your mind. That's fine. Right. That's fine with me.
Right.
I want you to win in your mind. In your mind, because y'all just don't understand how beautiful this song is. So I don't even care what y'all think. I know this song is beautiful. And I'm going to play.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like you kind of got off like on a little bit of a tangent from what I was saying concerning Michael Jackson and Prince. and automatically made that the equivalent to how Pac and Biggie.
But I'm going off of what you said. You said that the way you said versus the way that Timberland and Swiss Beats done ain't the way the verses
it's
that
not.
Tony Cutlass does.
But what I'm getting at,
but I'm doing it the way Timberland and Swiss Beats did.
But sure, fine. Do you? What I'm saying though is that had to do with like Michael Jackson and Prince. Remember, I said earlier that's why I was putting up, you know what I'm saying, young Michael Jackson against a grown man Prince. Like that was intentional and calculated. But it was a loss. We keep going back to it, you know. I mean,
it was a loss to everybody but you. So you won in your head. I ain't mad at that.
But, I mean,
cool. You won in your head.
If the people are looking at it as if it's a battle between the artists, me and you, Kings Mount Gastonia, I really don't care. I just want this to have enough of an appeal for people to say, July 30th, that's where I'm going.
Oh, no, 100%. Now, I agree on that.
That's what I want.
But the only thing is, because you're right, the music wins, but see, the competitor that I am, the music wins, but I want to win too. You know what I'm saying? The competitor I am. I do want people to come and I want them to say, hey, man, that was a great night for Biggie and Pac, and that was a great night for Tony and Taz. But after saying all that, I want them to be like, Taz got him, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's who I am.
Hold on. So it's crazy, Taz, that you said that the verses Tony is putting on is for him and you putting on for the people, but it's actually y'all reversing roles because that's normally how you DJ. You want to go somewhere that people want to listen to what you're listening to. They want to vibe. You want people to vibe with you. Right, like, and I get that, right? So, and now when Tony is doing his regular DJing, he's paying attention to the crowd and trying to get the crowd to move.
100%.
I mean, that's for the after party. I get into all that kind of stuff during the after party. I mean, look, we're not even playing a song.
And what's funny is on the after party, I would actually rather I get what Dini's saying, because even though I'm gonna play what they want to hear, the after party, I'd rather turn you on to some stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I'd rather turn you on. But I know that this is a party, so I can't do it. But when it comes to the verses, I understand. I'm looking at the assignment. I'm following the assignment of what verses is. Verses is 20 bangers against 20 bangers. I'm not trying to educate you on the Think Big. Biggie got a song called Think Big, and it's crazy. And if you're a Biggie fan, you're gonna be like, oh, think big, you get big, like you know the song. But the average person don't. That's not in my 20, but I love it. You understand?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I love it, but I know that that's not what verses is about for me.
Which means that you're not only playing the ones that are considered bangers and the favorites, but you're playing the most popular music, the music that created the whole awareness and made people pay attention to Biggie. Like that's what the whole thing is. So even with Tupac, I mean, yeah, Tupac had a whole lot of songs. I don't have to go and find some kind of rare song just to prove a point. Every song that I play, just like every song you're gonna play, the people go be rapping it word for word. They already know the music. That's a fact. Yeah, they already know the music.
See, you know what it is though. Is both of y'all are right in that.
Both of us what?
Both of y'all are right in that, saying that the people are going to be saying what you're rapping to the word for word. But I think this verses is about which one of y'all professional, lifelong DJs can pick 20 songs of the artists you like and put them up against 20 songs that somebody else like you as a DJ, you are choosing these songs and saying like these are the 20 best songs and can't nobody, and like he can't mess with this, right? There's nothing that he can do about this, right? And so that's what I think Chad is trying to say, Tony, is like, yo, we're trying to get the songs, the 20 best songs that everybody knows, because they wouldn't be the 20 best if everybody didn't know them, right? Right, so the 20 best songs, because they all have more than 20 good songs.
100%.
Good song. So I think Chad is saying, look, okay, you can try to think about the arrangement and
right, and don't look,
whatever.
and don't convince him any otherwise. Please stick to that plan. You understand what I'm saying?
But
Please, as a matter of fact, let's change topic. Stick to that plan, and we can go something else. Like, I love it.
look,
I love it.
I'm just saying, everybody that's even coming there, you already pretty much can predict or anticipate a certain song. It's just a matter of when they're going to hear that song. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think I'm gonna play a Pop's Life just because he got Prince on the song?
15, but
Like, that's not a banger of Pop's. It's a decent song, but it's not a banger. Like, so what I'm getting at is, like, I almost feel insulted a little bit, but it's all love.
I'm going off what you said. Did you hear him, Danny?
Right.
Did I say something wrong? Didn't he say it himself?
I said that for me, the versus battle, when it comes to the song. So basically, you telling me is that whenever you play a song, if the people just dance to the song, then that means that song was greater than whatever else came behind it. If it wasn't necessarily a song where people dance to, so if you dance to it, it's great. If that's the case, Chad, you can play the wobble against All Eyes on Me, and you go win. So make it make sense.
Okay.
Well, hold on, Tony.
Go ahead.
Hold on, Tony. I can say this. There's certain genres of music, right? There's certain genres of music that when you listen to that genre of music, there are certain activities that go along that's associated with listening to that genre of music, right? You know, if you listen to square dance music, you square dancing. If you listen to country music, you probably drinking a beer and smoking a cigarette or something.
Yeah.
But if you listen to rap, the origins of hip hop before rap even started was dancing.
They wasn't kicking knowledge into the message.
No, I ain't talking about knowledge. No, I'm talking about just the battle, like the DJ and MC versus another DJ.
Hey, and wait, hold that thought, Tony. How much? And you may not want to say it on live. I don't know. How much are tables?
Oh, I say it live. Yeah, tables are 100. It's a table. It's a table of 4, and basically everybody just paying an additional $10 to guarantee that they have a seat.
Right.
So yeah, that's all.
A table of 4 is $100.
What were you saying, Tony?
Huh?
What was you saying?
Who, me or him?
No, Tony. Because I was saying, like, the basis of hip hop.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I had got asked a question and I just wanted to ask. Yeah, but pick up where you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
The basis of hip hop is dancing. So when you ask them, well, are you going to play a song and because people dance, that is better than the song that came out of it? Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. It's all about crowd reaction. That's all it is. What's crazy is the one when it went off during the Prince and Mike, not talking about Prince and Mike, just for example though. And I was like, you should have played that 10 songs ago because it moved everybody. And that's for me, I want every song I play to do that. That's how you determine a winner or a loser. For me, like if you just got somebody that's just a for real Pac fan, and you play a Pac song, and they sitting there and they like, boy, he spit some knowledge on that right there. Boy, that's some knowledge. And then I play, it was all a dream. I used to read, and then everybody like this right here. I won that round.
That's you.
I mean, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand what we're talking about. Isn't that what it's supposed to be? That's the Swiss. That's the Swiss Beats and Tupac. I mean, Swiss Beats and Timberland way. I'm following that way. You said you're following Tony Cutlass way. So you do Tony Cutlass way. I'm gonna do it my way. I'm gonna eat you up, but you can leave and say you won.
That's what's up. Hey, I like that. I like that too. I like that too because really, honestly, when it comes to rappers, everybody already know my number one is Cube anyway. But definitely Tupac, and Tupac is in my all-time top 5. You know what I'm saying? But I don't represent the personality per se 100% as Pac. You know what I'm saying? Because he was hella aggressive. And I'm cheeky, smiley, man. I want everybody to get along and let's have a time and things of that sort.
Tupac gonna have somebody fighting at the end of the night.
Tupac during his lifetime, possibly. But he ain't here, so he can't defend that, so I won't co-sign that. What I will say for Saturday, July the 30th, is that the people are coming out for multiple reasons. They're coming out because it's a versus that Timberland's versus were never able to put on, that we able to put on. They're coming out because there's really not much else to do on this weekend. It's not a holiday weekend. They coming out on the strength of you and the following you have and me. And then someone was like, well, I like both of them. And someone like, well, Chad, my hero, and Tony the champ. Well, I don't care about that. Long as they come out. And for this one, once we leave, it's going to be all love. Everybody going to have a great
all the time. Every single time.
Get home safe. And we're getting home early. That's why the doors is opening, you know, at 8 o'clock. And hopefully we can party hard enough, you know, 12:30, man. We out of there and have a good night.
So I'm sorry, man. I gotta wrap it up because I'm trying to keep it within an hour and 10 minutes so I can my podcast. But anyway, I'm sorry again for cutting you off, bro. That's rude. But what's the score, Chad?
It was 13-7. I'm gonna say about 15-5 now.
15-5. What's the score, Tony?
You already know that it's gonna be music coming from Strictly For My Niggas, Me Against the World, All Eyes on Me, Machiavelli. Stop. Okay? Just pump your brakes. But be confident now.
Are you coming, Danny?
Hold on. Don't act like this is Biggie Smalls versus Vanilla Ice. Because it's not. It's not. Yeah. So the score is going to be 13-7. Pac walks away with the crown tilted. We high five at the end of the night. And then guess what else?
We're going to kill him.
When we rock this party after the fact,
yes,
nigga, if y'all don't think that I'm going to be throwing him alley-oops for him to slam dunk that mug and hang off the rim.
Yeah. All-star slam, like, you know, in the all-star game where you just kind of dunk freely and do play around how you want to play. Yeah.
Yes.
It's going to be that type of thing.
I might bring my controller. Let me get on that little
bit. We got the same controller. You can get in.
You can play on mine.
Yeah, we got the same one.
Chad, I ain't got the I have the SRT 1000 now.
Oh, pardon me. Pardon me with the step up game. I can dig it.
No, man, it's easier for me because I don't know all the stuff like y'all do. So it's just easier for me.
Yeah, and I see all these new, and I know you wrap it up. I see all the new ones coming out, and the Rev 7 and all the new things. I'm comfortable with what I got until it let me down. This is where I'm at.
Nice. I sold it. But anyway, listen, man. I love y'all brothers for coming out here.
I love you, man.
Man, keep doing it, right? Because it's something positive.
Oh, yeah, I love it. And we talk our junk, but I love Pac the same way he loved Biggie.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You ain't gotta do that. Everybody know that.
They know.
No, hey, Chad, like that's my big brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? This is like the the boxers when they meet each other.
Yeah, you supposed to shake hands backstage. We shaking hands in front of the public, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, well, let me get back to it. Yeah, West Side, all eyes on me. You know what I mean? Can't see me. You can't see me.
100%.
I'm going to be there Saturday. I'm definitely coming out. I'm looking forward to it. I'm proud of y'all, brothers. Like, honestly, I'm very proud of you. Thank you for coming on here. Thank you for providing the people with something to do.
Thank you for having us, man.
Thanks for having
me. Once again, man, the next verses, we're back at it, right? Well,
yeah.
We gotta figure out what we're gonna call it, Tony, because I don't like verses. We gotta be original. We gotta come up with something, right? Because if y'all gonna do it, make it original, right? And then can't nobody else copy it.
I don't see how
they're gonna copy it regardless of what it is.
it's the same word, but this is two DJs representing two people. We're not bringing actual artists. Like this is similar to Timberland and Swiss Beats, but it's two DJs that's doing it, man. Like,
right.
Hey, Tony.
And I that's why I say I challenge anyone. Like, help me out. You can even go on YouTube and look. Like, Versus is an entity that was already established. I agree, but show me where two DJs were going head to head with their own verses before this. You know what I mean? Like anywhere, like help me out, man. I mean, because I'm sure somewhere in the world somebody did, and I just missed it. But I'm saying I'd like you to show me the one that did, because to me, I really feel like this is an original concept. And I gotta shout Tony for that. Like I always do that, and I tell Tony all the time when we talk. I always give credit where credit is due. Tony come up with the layout, and if it wasn't Prince and Michael Jackson in the beginning, I may not be the one that he would be DJing with at this point in time. He threw Prince and Mike out. Prince is my holy grail. You know what I mean? Right. So when he said Prince, I hit him like, I'm in and I want Prince. You know what I'm saying? And that's what started.
Y'all gonna stay off that Prince and Michael Jackson.
I know, yeah.
You ain't talking about Prince and Michael Jackson no more, right? Like that's it, right? All right. So, parting words, man. Parting words. What you got to say to your opponent, Chad?
BIG POPPA. That's it.
That's it.
That's all. That's it.
Yo.
All right, tell me what you got for your opponent.
Hey man, you already know what it is. Come July 30th, all eyes on me.
That was dope. That was decent. I like that. Okay, I gotta say something else. I want to say, I'm just playing. That was dope.
Hey, thank you, fellas, man. I enjoyed it, and Chad, I got a surprise for you in a minute.
Hey.
Yeah, in a minute, I got a surprise for you. But look, man, I love y'all. Stay blessed.
Love you,
and
love you, man.
In order for you to receive a blessing, you got to be a blessing. All right?
Yep.
Let's make it happen.
All right.
Yo, Chad, stay on. Tony, stay on.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, so that's the battle. And, well, not the battle, the competitive listening party. So, July 30th, Legacy Event Center, Gastonia, North Carolina. I don't know the address. Just look up Legacy Event Center. So be there, man. Come out. The BRI will be there. Got a special promotion we're gonna be doing that if they allow us to do it. But come on out and listen to some good music between Biggie and Pop, and then afterwards come out and as the old folks say, come out and cut a rug, man, and enjoy yourself. All right. So with that, I'm out. And remember, in order for you to receive a blessing, must first be a blessing. Peace.
What's up? This is Taz Infinite, aka Infinite Baby. July 31st, day party. Come party with me in the Real Lounge. Have a couple sticks, a couple drinks. We all have a good time. Straight neo soul, soulful vibe, R&B. We vibe. In the Real Lounge, we gonna have a good time. Day party.
It's empty.
After a long, hard day of working hard and paying bills, all you wanna do now is go home and just chill. So you stop by the store on your way to the crib. Yeah, you know the deal. It's about to get real at the house. Pour a drink, grab a stick and a torch. You're heading to the man cave, living room or porch. One thing left to do when you getting home from work. So you grab an Enterprise like your name was Captain Kirk. Premium tobacco with a premium blend with a premium taste.
Not to mention, if you are, a father or, you have a family come home to you. Now you, as the man, you have the pressures of trying to find a way to survive and provide for your family.
It's like 10 of every 12 boys that were sent to me had nothing wrong with them. The problem was they had never been taught. They had never.
I've completely separated myself from qualified being in certain places because I'm Black. A lot of people say, "Oh, now's the time for Black people." So yes, you're gonna make it because you're Black. Your business is gonna make it because you're Black. Because everybody's.
But as a credit repair specialist, you have to educate them. Like, okay, I know that this is what you want, but let me tell you how to get to this goal. You have to set realistic goals, realistic time frames, and say, before I let you be a client, can you pay your bills?